Hey guys.
We're just rosin her hey guys. She likes that word. Anyway, morning.
Morning.
So today we've woken up and we've decided to go for a bit of a drive. First stop's going to be Cummins, and that's like in the middle, I suppose, of the Eyre Peninsula. So we've come down the east coast. We're now going up the middle, and we'll come back down the west coast of the peninsula. But the reason we're going to Cummins is Roz has heard that there's a shop here that she wants to go and visit.
I think it's called Five Loaves Bakery, and it's in the Eyre Peninsula, like the little catalogue sort of things to see and do, and it's supposed to be pretty good. So, and it's only open during the week. So today's Friday, so we're heading there to grab some breakfast and check it out, and then heading further on.
Yep. Then from there we're going to head to a place on the coast called Elliston, and there's all sorts of statues and stuff along the cliffs that are along there.
Sculptures.
From there we'll go to the jetty, have a look at the jetty, another jetty of course, and from there we're going to go to a place called the Greenly Rock Pools. Apparently it's pretty picturesque and a lot of people take Instagram photos and stuff there, so we'll go and check it out and see what it's all about. Then we'll head back to Port Lincoln.
So we've just pulled up in the little town of Cummins, and right in the main street here you've got the meat store, and next door you've got the Five Loaves Bakery.
Butcher.
Let's go and check out the butcher. Oh, they look good. So now we're going to Five Loaves Bakery. Look at those. So we've been to the butcher here in Cummins, and we've been to the bakery. We've had a pie. What did you think of your pie, Dave?
Yeah, it was different. It was full of chunky bits of bacon and steak, but the what do you call it? The pastry was sort of, to me, tasted sweet. It was like a biscuit, or like a cake pastry. As
I had that taste as well.
A pie.
Yeah, it was a bit of a sweet taste. And then I bought a loaf of sourdough bread.
I had a matchstick, and that was absolutely awesome. Devoured it pretty quick in 3 bites.
Now I've just come across the road to the local park just to check out the statue, and apparently the toilets are pretty good down here. They're mosaicked or something, so we'll go and check it out. Tribute to the pioneers of the grain industry. When stacks were loaded onto rail trucks, up to 26 per minute were taken on the lumpers' shoulders and dropped into place in the rail trucks.
The green bags were all hand-sewn wheat bags. They weighed 80 to 85 kilos and were stacked 22 bags high at the highest point. It was very hard manual labour and also required a huge amount of skill. So yeah, this is just lug them on their shoulder, and yeah, there you can see a photo of the stacked. And this is actually just a tribute to the pioneers of the grain industry. Back in the early day, back in South Australia, they had a scheme. It was called the Barwell Scheme. It was named after the Premier at the time. Now what happened was, just after World War I, there was a bit of a shortage in farm hands, so they bought out a whole lot of young teenagers from England, and they bought them out, put them in the paddocks with the farmers and gave an apprenticeship as farmers. A lot of them then settled down and retired here. But this little plaque here that talks about the Barwell Scheme It was just saying that back in, what date did I read it? There's 1,400 British teenage boys to be apprentice farmers. They did a similar scheme in 1927 to 29. It was called Little Brothers. Most eventually settled here, adopting to their new home. They helped build South Australia. So there you go. A lot of them were English teenagers that were bored out because there was a shortage after World War I, and they became farmers.
Pretty little toilets.
The egg broke. Check carrots out.
Yeah.
I think they're carrots.
And the cups.
Yeah.
The little park here in Cummins. There's some swings, a barbecue, some picnic tables, toilets, and you've got the bakery and the butcher just across the road.
Apparently inside there's more, so I'll take it into the male and have a look, and then you can go to the female. That's a cool photo. Our guys in the railway. Then we've got mirrors, mosaic mirrors. Pretty cool toilet. Whittleloo and Cockaleach. So yeah, pretty flush toilet. Women are always right. Please remember that, men to the left. There you go.
And this is in the women's toilet. Nice little mirrors. Wide loo, Puchera, Helena Creek. It's such nice artwork and clean toilets. So there you have it, guys, the little town of Cummins. If you're passing by this way, make sure you stop and check out those toilets in the park. They're amazing. And then you've got the little bit of history on the wheat in the area, and also that beautiful bakery and the butcher in the main drag. So yeah, check it out. Beautiful. So we've come for a drive up to Elliston on the west coast of the Eyre Peninsula, and we found this little track. Apparently we're out at a place called Wellington Point. Looking back that way, there's Town Beach and there's a lookout, and you can see the jetty right over in the far distance. So we'll go for a drive over there and check it out, and that's where the sculptures are that are around this area. But up the right here is a place called Little Bay Surf Break. We'll go and have a look at the view. Wow, look at that. It's pretty cool. So here we are, Little Bay Surf Break.
Smiling at me as so many times before. I'll never wanna be
So here we are at the Elliston jetty. This jetty is a crucial structure that enabled ships to load and unload goods, mail and passengers, thereby linking Elliston with the rest of the state.
I could do one thing, I'll be with you. It's true.
So we're just turning off and heading along Clifftop Drive towards Cape Finis.
Baby, how I need the loving of you.
So we'll just take a bit of a drive along this road and find these sculptures up along the cliffs here.
Waiting at the doorstep, finally home.
So here we are at the thong sculptures just outside of Elliston.
The double pluggers.
Pretty cool. Behind the thongs, oh, look at that. So check out this beautiful view.
Just stopped to have a look at some statues of the seagulls, and I happened to look up. I don't know whether you can see it. There's a massive ring around the sun. How cool is that? It's like a massive rainbow around the outside of it. Really deadly.
So another cool sculpture along the Clifftop Road here is a cool seahorse. Made out of all bits and pieces, bits and bobs. A couple of bike chains in there. Yeah, how cool is that? And check out the beautiful view. That's amazing. Another weird and wonderful sculpture in the middle of nowhere with amazing views behind it is this thing. I'm not sure what it's supposed to represent. If anyone has been here and knows anything about it, let us know in the comments. But how cool is that? So we're still on the Clifftop Trail. Cape Finis was 1.4 kilometres back that way. We are now here. We did start down in Elliston, come round to the jetty, round to the, oh actually we come up this way straight into Anxious Bay, Cape Finis, and now we're coming back along this way. Come across some more sculptures. 3 heads on the cliff top. Again, I have no idea what these represent, but like I said before, if you know, let us know in the comments and give us a little bit of history.
So we're still driving along the cliff face, and we've come up with something with a bit of wheat on it. Which, going back to that first basket, I actually said to Roz, I reckon it was a basket with wheat hanging out of it. Now this statue's got wheat on it, but I've absolutely no idea what it's all about. But hey, there's some freaky stuff along this little hill. Pretty cool stuff. So coming back on the back of this statue, there is a couple of sheep. So it must be wheat and sheep. That's what's in the actual area. So it's the old farm industry, wheat and sheep. That's a ram, he's got ears on him, or horns. And this one over here looks like it's got a little lamb looking over the top of it. So we found another sculpture, and it kind of reminds me of the Queen of Hearts or Spades off of the playing cards. But what we're going to do is, Roz just come up with an idea. We're going to call in the information centre on the way back and see whether they have any information. Oh, it's a little truck. Some little kid's left his truck behind. Well, there you go. I reckon they got the statues facing the wrong way. The statue would love a view of the ocean as opposed to the scrubland behind us. But anyway, this is a view that the statue can't see. Couple of little rock pools down there. Beautiful water. Look at that. Sensational. It's a dry, barren old place out here though, I can tell you. Not a salt bush and not much else. Okay, so this is the last one on the actual trial. We've got a couple of little fish heads in a rock. Pretty cool. Across the road here there's a pole with some stuff on it, and then I'll show you the bird's nest that we found. So it's just a old log with a heap of fish on the side of it. So this is a nest and some little birds. So it's pretty cool. Made of wire, obviously sticks and rocks. And again, looking back at Elliston, the jetty. That was over on the point that we were on before. Couple of nice little blue holes down there. Imagine the fishing will be quite good from what I've read around this particular area.
Some more little cool statues along the road. This one looks like an octopus. And a shark with a surfer on top. How cool. So we've stopped off at the Elliston Information Centre. So it's Elliston Treasures Op Shop, Book Exchange and Information Centre. But look at the artwork on the building. They love their quirky art and their sculptures. Elliston Community Agricultural Hall. There we go, look at that. Beautiful. Tennis court over there. Just down the road you've got the little park, a bakery and a little grocery shop. Artwork in the garden. It's just so cool. So that was our little visit to the town of Elliston on the west coast of the Eyre Peninsula. It took us about, what, about an hour and a half to get there from Port Lincoln?
Nearly 2 hours.
Nearly 2 hours from Port Lincoln. Lovely little town. Not much in the centre of town. There was a bakery, there was a little grocery store and a hotel. There was an information centre too, but they closed between 12:30 and 1:30, and guess what time we're there? We're in between 12:30 and 1:30. But take the cliff road out along the cliffs and look at all the sculptures if you come and visit, because they are amazing and the views are just spectacular. But at the moment we're heading towards Point Drummond and we're going to go and check out, being told it's really good, so we're going to go and check out and see what's there, and we'll take you along for the ride. Welcome to Point Drummond. Have a go at this. Look at the colour of that water. So welcome to Point Drummond, guys. Point Drummond was discovered... What? Point Drummond was discovered and named by Captain Matthew Flinders, RN, on the 15th of February 1802 while sailing in the HMS Investigator on his voyage to circumnavigate Australia. He named it after Captain Adam Drummond, RN. Point Drummond has been a popular area for fishing and swimming for many years. The concrete steps leading down to the swimming pool were laid in 1960. What a beautiful place. A little bit windy, and Dave was just saying he spotted a shark on the drone, so there must be steps down. Oh yep, you can see the steps down over this way, down to the rock pools. So the car park's just up the top there, and it's just a short little walk down here to the steps that go down to the rock pools. Be beautiful swimming on a lovely day. I mean, it's a lovely day today, but maybe for South Australians, but it's a little windy and the wind would make you cold. Oh, look down there. That is beautiful. Look at that shallow area there. That is amazing. It should be pretty safe to swim there because the sharks wouldn't be able to come in over those rocks. Maybe it's a good thing to swim at low tide. But bloody beautiful. Love you, South Australia. So here we are at Greenly Beach, and there, right down in front of me there is the rock pools you can come out and swim at. There's also campgrounds along this area here, and obviously you have to go onto the Eyre Peninsula website to book those campgrounds. We'll just go for a little bit of a walk this way. So over, you can see in the distance over there, there's a, looks like a caravan, some campers. So they're the campgrounds, but this spot is beautiful. You just got to climb down the rocks.
So I've come for a bit of a walk down to the Greenly Beach rock pools. As you see back there's some surfers over on the beach, and you can sit down in here and have a beautiful little swim. A little bit of a spa bath happening over there where the water comes in. See it all coming through. And then over the back here, another beautiful little spot. Bit of sand in there, you'd sit in there and it'd be just beautiful with a couple of cold tins.
Such a cool little quirky stop, Sheringa. So if you're driving on the Flinders Highway from Port Lincoln area towards Elliston, make sure you stop and check out this quirky little general store and have a beer. There's a bar out the front. I really hope you enjoyed this particular episode. I'll tell you what, two things that stuck out was that quirky little pub at Sheringa. I'll tell you what, it was very strange. We walked inside and the shop must have had like 10 centimetres of dust on everything. The two people out the front were on the cans, and yeah, it was just a place you got to stop and have a look at, sort of thing. Yeah, it was just quirky. Anyway, the other one was the shark. Decided to put my drone up and seen the shark. Now that shark was only probably 10 to 15 metres offshore. And when I went down there to tell some guys that were down there, one guy was about to go spearfishing. He soon kicked that into touch, and the other guy was going out diving for abalone. Now, they all swear black and blue that it was a great white. I've had a lot of other people say that it was a great white. I put it on South Australian shark sighting site. And then a lot of people
There was conjecture of whether it was a great white or a bronze whaler, but either way, it was a decent sized shark and it probably would have taken a nice little nip out of you. But yeah, so what you've all been waiting for. It's that time again, joke time with Dave. Coming to you from Shepparton. Hey Roz,
Yes, Dave?
what does a panda bear use to make pancakes?
I don't know. What does a panda bear use to make pancakes?
A pan. Duh. Catches.